She wanted to be famous, to live like the Instagram queens she worshipped online. The designer clothes, the VIP lifestyle, the praise. But when a mysterious rich man offered her 50 million Nigerian nairas to go an entire year without bathing, she thought it was just a wild challenge. Something fun. Something she could win. But what started as glam turned into something darker, itchier, deadlier. And by the time she realized the truth, it was already too late. This is not just a story. It's a warning. Don't skip this. Because what happened to Amara could happen to anyone hungry for fame in the wrong places. Backhand eggs pointing right, stay with me to the end. This is the gracious voice. Bellhop bell, like, comment, share and subscribe. You won't believe what you're about to hear. Amaka's Instagram was a vibrant display of opulence. Lace front wigs, designer heels, yacht parties, exotic meals, and luxury hotel rooms that most girls her age could only dream of. From the outside, she had it all. At just 22, she was a rising slay queen in Lagos, a self-declared soft life ambassador, who never missed a chance to flaunt her beauty and fake riches. But behind the filters, Amaka lived in a cramped one-room apartment in Mushin with her younger brother, Chibik, whom she was secretly raising alone after their mother passed. Their father had disappeared years ago, and no one knew if he was dead or alive. She had tasted poverty bitterly, and she had sworn to herself, never again. So when social media opened a new world for her, one where men sent money just for a reply, where sugar daddies offered her flights to Dubai, and followers worshipped her beauty, Amaka grabbed it all with both hands. She didn't care what it cost. Her first major deal came from a phone giveaway. Then paid promotions. Then clubs started booking her to just show face. She played the role well. She danced, flirted, and pretended to be who they wanted her to be. She became addicted to the likes, the validation, and the illusion of wealth. But she still slept on a thin mattress, hid her brother from her fans, and sent daily prayers that someone somewhere would change her life forever. It all began on a humid Thursday night. Amaka was at a private party on Banana Island, invited by one of her Instagram fans named Vic Money, a well-known club promoter and associate of several Lagos big boys. The party was wild. Champagne flowed like water. Afrobeat music boomed. Everyone there had something to prove. Money, fame, or power. But it was the arrival of one particular man that changed the atmosphere. Chifo Janaka. Rumored to be in his 60s but looking no older than 45. He wore white agbada laced with gold, diamond-studded rings, and eyes that sent chills through anyone who dared hold his gaze for too long. He didn't dance. He didn't drink. He simply watched. Then, after what felt like hours, he called for Amaka. "You!" His baritone voice boomed. "Come!" Her heart pounded as she walked toward him, the eyes of other girls burning into her back. "You're beautiful," he said, barely smiling. "But beauty fades. I'm looking for someone bold, brave, willing to break the internet." Amaka's eyes sparkled. "I'm your girl," she said confidently. He chuckled. "Let's see." That night, he whispered something into her ear. An insane challenge. One that sounded like a joke. 50 million Nigerian nairas. No bathing. For 1 full year. She laughed nervously at first, thinking it was a prank. But he didn't smile. Don't bathe. Not even wipe your body with water or perfume. We'll monitor you. You'll be housed, fed, and given everything you need. But if you cheat, you get nothing. Survive the full year, and the money is yours. Cash. Sounded crazy. But 50 million Nigerian nairas. That was freedom. That was escape. That was power. I'm in, Amaka said without hesitation. She should have said no. She was moved into a luxurious mansion in Lekki. Fully air-conditioned, marble floors, a personal chef, and a wardrobe filled with designer clothes. But the rules were strict. No water on her skin. No touching rain. No spa, no steam, no towel soaked with water. And every room was rigged with hidden cameras. 2 female assistants monitored her daily. First it was easy. She masked her scent with body spray, wore wigs to cover sweat, changed clothes frequently, and limited movement. Her followers were told she was on a spiritual cleanse. The mystery made her even more popular. She began uploading scheduled posts, filtered images taken before the challenge. Her engagement tripled. But by week 3, the itching began. Rashes, boils. Her skin started flaking. Her scalp oozed. Still she endured. Every time she wanted to cry or quit, she remembered her brother Chibik. Still in that Mushin room, still hungry, still dreaming of university. She couldn't stop. Months passed. Her body rebelled. The smell was no longer something sprays could cover. Her assistants wore face masks. The chef left food at her door. People avoided touching her. Her once glowing skin turned dull and ashen. Her eyes sunk. Her hair broke off in chunks. By the 5th month, she began losing her appetite. Sometimes she fainted. Sometimes she hallucinated. She began seeing shadows moving across her room. Her mirror would show fleeting images. Her face half decayed, her teeth falling out. She assumed it was stress. But things grew darker. She began bleeding from her nose randomly. Her fingernails turned black. Still she stayed. In her dreams, she stood naked in a dark forest, surrounded by mirrors. In each one, her reflection was rotting, worms crawling from her eyes, flesh falling off her bones. Then she'd see Chief Ojanaka behind her, smiling, whispering, "You wanted to be remembered. Now you will be. Forever." She'd wake up screaming. But each morning there was something new. Blood under her fingernails. Unexplainable bruises. And worst, a black mark growing on her chest. Shaped like a coin. Burning. Expanding. She reported it to the assistants. They said it was expected. Expected. "What's happening to me?" she cried one night. "You're being prepared," one assistant replied coldly. "Just finish the year. Don't ruin it now." Prepared for what? She had no idea. 2 months to the end of the challenge, something unexpected happened. Her childhood friend, Chinaza, who had once been a struggling hair vendor, appeared at the mansion. "I came to check on you," she said. Amaka was surprised. "How did you know I was here?" Chinaza avoided the question. Later that night, Chinaza cried while watching Amaka sleep. You were the only one who ever believed in me, she whispered. The next morning, Chinaza had disappeared. In her place was a sealed envelope tucked under Amaka's pillow. Inside it was a photo. A girl. Rotting. Skin blackened. Written beneath. Challenge completed. Harvest successful. Chinaza had been part of it. And maybe she wanted to save her. Running through the night streets barefoot, dressed in only a wrapper, Amaka reached a church near Victoria Island. She collapsed at the altar, weeping uncontrollably. The pastor took her in. For weeks, she was nursed back to strength. Prayers were offered. Fasts were held. She recounted everything. The challenge. The house. The rut. The book. The dreams. The pastor's face turned grave. My daughter, he said, you were never in a challenge. You were in a ritual. A spiritual preparation. Your body was being groomed for a transfer. To extend someone's life. Someone old. That man you called Chief. He's older than your grandfather. His power feeds on beauty, untouched by water. You were the next vessel. Amaka broke, sobbing, shaking, screaming. She should have said no. After months in hiding and prayer, Amaka returned to Lagos. Not to party or post, but to fight. She went public with her story. Through a viral podcast and a viral YouTube interview, she exposed the hidden dark world of wealth rituals masked as influencer deals. She showed the scars, the rut, pictures, the truth. Nigerians were shocked. Many didn't believe her. But those who had seen Chief Ojinaka, who had lost daughters in similar contracts, began to speak out. An investigation was launched. The mansion was raided. Chief Ojinaka disappeared. Vanished without a trace. Some say he fled the country. Others say he died the night Amaka escaped. But no one really knows. Amaka wasn't the only one. After going public, she was contacted by several families. Girls had gone missing. Beautiful young influencers. Each with a similar story. Each promised millions. Each vanished within a year. One mother showed Amaka her daughter's last text. Mummy, I'm scared. They said I can't bathe. But they promised I'll be rich forever. Amaka cried with her. She realized she had survived. For a reason. 1 year later, Amaka now runs an NGO called Slay Safe Africa, dedicated to educating young women on the dangers of clout chasing, online deceit, and secret cult recruitments masked as luxury deals. She no longer posts filtered photos or wears the mask of perfection. She is raw. She is scarred. But she is real. Her brother Chibik now studies on full scholarship abroad. Her room in Mushin was turned into a shelter for abused girls. And Amaka, she still dreams. But not of gold. Not of wigs. Not of jets. She dreams of warning others before it's too late. Because sometimes the price of vanity is your soul. Broken heart, she thought she was playing a game. But the game was playing her. Money bag fame can be fatal, and not every bag is worth the wait. Fire, let this story serve as a warning. Shine with wisdom, not desperation. This is the gracious voice. If this story moved you, like, comment, and subscribe for more emotional African tales. And remember, not every glitter leads to gold. Some lead straight to the grave.